Hi everybody, I'm trademark attorney Josh Gerben, and I'm here today to talk about how to conduct a proper trademark search. So I think it's important to know that there are trademark searches that you can do online in a few minutes on a random website, and then there's a way to do the trademark search properly to get a full legal clearance of your mark. So as an attorney that practices trademark law on a daily basis and talks to clients daily about how to clear trademarks, the biggest challenge I have is educating clients about the fact there's not just a federal trademark search on the USPTO database that needs to occur, but also a trademark search of all 50 state government trademark databases and something called a common law search, or a search for trademarks that are in use in the marketplace but not registered. Because only by looking through all three of these different categories of trademarks can we provide an opinion on whether or not a trademark is clear to use and register. So let me walk you through each particular type of trademark and the type of search that you need to conduct in order to figure out whether or not you can use and register your trademark. The first is the federal trademark search, and this is what everybody knows as the USPTO, or United States Patent and Trademark Office, database search. This is where you can go online to the USPTO database and type your name in and see if there's anything that comes up. And that initial step is called a knockout search. So you're looking for anything that's obvious, that's an exact match to your trademark. And that is where a lot of people stop, but you can't stop there. When you're doing a proper federal trademark search, you need to look for phonetically similar marks. You need to look for trademarks that might have a similar spelling, but not exact. You may even have to look for trademarks that have a similar meaning, but might be a different word, or a foreign language equivalent to your mark. So there's all sorts of different ins and outs to things you have to look for. And the number one place that we see clients get refusals on trademarks is not because there's an exact match that would have been found within a few seconds in doing a basic knockout search. It's from these nuanced similar marks, whether it be a phonetically similar mark or something with a slightly different spelling, that just do not come up in that initial search. So it's very important to keep in mind that the United States Patent and Trademark Office search that you can do online, or for that matter, a search you could do on any of these websites that claim you could do a free search on their website, are only looking at very obvious issues and simply are not able to see all the nuances and all the variations of trademarks that exist that could cause a problem for you. And look, I know it's 2019 and we all expect that we have AI software and it should just be easy to run a basic trademark search. But unfortunately, it's not. Our searchers may take a couple of hours of time on the federal trademark database when we're looking at any particular mark. And these are searchers that have 10 plus years of experience, so they know what they're looking for. They know how to conduct these searches. And part of it is that if you know how to conduct it, you know the breadth of what you're looking for. And it just takes a long time. So just remember, if you're talking to an attorney about doing a trademark search and they're promising you a low rate and they can do it in 20 minutes or the same day, in all likelihood, they're not taking the time to do a fully proper search of the federal trademark database. So if you don't find any problems in the federal trademark database, the next thing we have to do is look at all 50 state government databases. And yes, in the United States, each state actually has a trademark database where you can go and register trademarks. Now, before you go running out thinking you have to file in all the states, that's why we have the federal system so that you can file one trademark and it's good federally. But if you have a local business that didn't feel the need to file a federal trademark registration, they may have just filed with their local state government. And if they did that, and if they have existed and been operating their business since before you even thought of yours, since before you filed your trademark application at the federal government level, they could actually come back and cancel any registration that you obtained because they had the prior state registration and the prior use in commerce in the United States. So while you don't typically find a lot of heavy conflicts in a state search, if you do find something, it can create a problem later on more than it's going to create a problem with the federal trademark filing. Now, the final category of trademarks are common law trademarks. And these are marks that haven't been registered anywhere with the state government, with the federal government. And the reason we need to look for this type of trademark use, much like we do in the state trademark search, is that we need to ensure there's not another company out there that's been using the trademark since before you or since before you are about to file your federal trademark application. And that's because in the United States, we reward trademark rights based on the actual use of the trademark. So if I opened up Gerben Law Firm and I've been operating for 10 years as a trademark attorney and I never registered the trademark anywhere, if somebody else wanted to open up Gerben IP and offer trademark services, I would still have a trademark claim, because the idea is that consumers got to know my name over the years as it relates to trademark services. And for someone else just to come in and use that name could create confusion in the marketplace. And the same goes for your business. If somebody has been in your industry using a particular name or something very similar, even if they never took steps to register it, they're going to have certain rights. And one of the most dangerous things about a common law or a state trademark is that most people never even look for these when they're doing their trademark search, because they think, oh, as long as the federal government database is clear, the government will approve my registration and then I'll be good. But that's not how it works. Even if you get your mark federally registered, for the first 5 years that it's registered, the owner of a common law trademark, a state-based registration, can come back and file a petition to cancel your federal trademark registration on grounds they had prior use in the United States. So these are problems that are not going to come up today necessarily, and not going to come up during your application process perhaps, but they certainly could come up a year or two down the road when it's going to be extremely painful for you to have to make any changes to your brand. So I hope you found this helpful and educational. Just keep in mind, if you're going to do a proper trademark search and someone tells you they can do it in a matter of minutes, they're not giving you the full story. You have to do a federal, state, and common law search, and you really have to spend time on it. There's just not a software out there, and trust me, I've tested them all, that you can just punch your name in and find out if it's clear. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works today. In 10 years, we may get there, but for today, you really have to do the legwork and do the research in order to ensure you do not have a problem now or in the future with the trademark you're selecting. So I hope you found today's video to be educational and insightful. If you have any further questions, please go to gerbenlaw.com, fill out a contact form, and we'll get back and answer your questions as soon as possible. Until next time, I'm trademark attorney Josh Gerben.